John, what are you doing? I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start. Okay. You are. You are. Okay, so maybe a little bit of that. This. Okay. So what I'll do is my shape tape. Okay. Lids. All right. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Okay. So now for the Malor Mercier. Okay. So I need a little bit. Stay still. Okay. Okay. Where'd it go? Okay. Where? Okay. My eyelids need help. Okay. All right. So this is important. Let me see. I need to. Dry everything. Okay, let's try this again. All right, so we're gonna do this. All right. All right. So hello, my friends. This is Mariana Crawford, and this is another episode of Glam MC and the place to be. If you like makeup, just wait and see. These videos will teach you something. If you like it, thumbs up it. Subscribe to my channel. If you like my stuff, I'll appreciate it greatly. Give it up. Today I'm going to be doing a formal event. Get ready with me. I'm going to be going to a gala tonight, and my makeup needs to be very, very good. And I'm wearing a purple dress, so I get to play around with purple makeup, which is what I like to do. So I'm hoping this video will help someone out there that's going to an event and needs a quick tutorial on what to do a event makeup look. This is going to be a nighttime event, so it's going to be a little smoky, and I'm just going to give you some tips and tricks on what to do to make sure that your makeup looks flawless for all night long. So the first thing that I did in order to prep my face, which is very important, you have to prep your face very well because you're going to be full beat makeup, you're going to be full coverage, and what I did in order to make sure that my face was fully hydrated, since I was going to put a lot of powders on my face, my face is gonna dry out my face. So I put a Farsali oil all over my face before I started to make sure that my face is fully hydrated. And I also used this. This is a Murad Age Reform Invisiblur Protecting Shield Broad Spectrum SPF 30. So I used this in combination with the oil. Uh, that made my skin feel really nice and nourished, and ready for all the stuff I was going to put on top of it. So the foundation that I used in order to do this was my Fenty Beauty foundation. I mixed it with my Shameless Marc Jacobs foundation. Because this is lighter and this is like a little bit darker, I mixed the both of them together to get my perfect shade. And I also added a little bit. I know this is extra, but that's just what I felt like today. I added a little bit of this as well. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. So I mixed those three together on here and used my Clarisonic to blend it all out. So it's nicely blended. I also used my Shape Tape. The Shape Tape I put on the bottom part of my eye, on my eyelids, and I made some, I put some up here, down the bridge of my nose, right here and right here, and then I blended it out with my beauty blender. So that just makes sure that the center of the face is brighter than the rest of the face, and that's what I did. Now I'm going to powder. So right now I'm using my Laura Mercier. If you're looking for a very good blurring, smoothing, translucent powder, this one is excellent. This is the translucent Laura Mercier translucent powder. And what I'm going to do is, with the velour puff that it comes with, I'm just going to make sure that there's powder on it, and I'm going to take away all the excess. Make sure there's no excess powder on it. And just going to flick it a little bit. I flicked it a little bit to make sure there's no excess, and I just roll this and press it onto my skin. So now I'm going to take a little extra of this powder with my beauty blender and put it under my eyes. And what this is going to do is going to catch any of the powder, that loose powder that falls out under my eye when I do my makeup. It's going to catch it, and then I can just brush it away and it won't ruin my face makeup. So this is just a little bit of a trick that I use when I do my face first and not my eyes first. Because usually what you can do is you can do your, if you know you're going to do a lot of glitter, you can do your eyes first and then do your foundation. But this is just the way I do my makeup. I always do my face first. Not always. I try to do it the other way sometimes. But I'm used to doing this. Okay. So now that I have that extra powder under my eye, okay, I'm going to put a little bit of that powder right below where my contour goes to give it a little bit more of a cut right under the contour. It just makes it look a little bit more precise, the line. And it does brighten a little bit. Okay. This is where my pores give me trouble. Like, I have big pores right here in the center of my eyebrows, so I put extra powder there so that it won't show as much. Okay, so now that the powder is all done, I'm gonna do my eyebrows first and then I'll do my contour. Eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I'm gonna use my Moodstruck Brow Obsession palette. This is a unique product. I will list everything that I use down below, just in case you guys are interested in getting anything that I'm using. You can click on the magic links. I do get a percentage if you buy anything from the magic links, so you'll be helping out my channel if you go ahead and click on the magic links. I'm going to go ahead and start with the light shade to carve out my brows, and then I'll go in with the deeper shade for the middle part to fill it in. The eyebrows are the window of the face, so you want to make sure that you don't miss this step. Make sure that you fill in your eyebrows with any pencil that you like. I have the Anastasia Brow Wiz here. I usually always use a pencil, but I've been really liking this palette. It's just different. It's powder. So what I do is I use the Sephora Pro Angled Liner in 22, and I just make little strokes with the powder in the middle and just fill in all the blanks with the powder. I'm using the lighter shade for the front. Just making little hair-like strokes in the front. The closer together your eyebrows are, the smaller your nose looks. So you want to go ahead and make sure that your eyebrows are not over here. You want to make sure that your eyebrows are as close as possible. I'm just going to do little hair-like strokes in the front. You want it to be lighter on the front and then darker as you go. Well, you can do whatever you want to do, but that's just the way I like to do it. So I'm using the light shade for the front of the brow, making little hair-like strokes going upward, and then fill in the rest of it with the darker brown, number 2. And I'm just filling it in, making sure there's no gaps. Okay. Okay. The next thing that I like to do is use my concealer brush. Where are you? Oops. This one. Where are you? Oh, come on. There you are. All right. I use number 4. This is number 4. This is like a cream highlight, and I put that right under the brows. It gives it a little nice sheen to it. It's a little tiny bit of a highlight. Okay. Next, I'm going to do my bronzer. And for bronzer, I'm going to be using my Making Faces Beauty book. This is chapter 1. This is my favorite contour powder. It's Sculpt Medium. Okay. So in order for you to make sure you put your contour in the right place, you want to put it in the hollows of your cheek, and you go from the top of your ear down towards your mouth in this angle, or you can press. What is that? Or you can press to find where the bottom of your cheekbone is, so you know where the hollows of your cheeks are. So I'm gonna go in this motion to create a shadow, and this makes you look a lot thinner because it's making a shadow right where the hollows of your cheeks are. And it accentuates your cheekbones. It looks so nice. See that? Okay. And I go in a C motion. I'm gonna do the perimeter of my face with this contour powder. I like to contour the bottom part of my jaw. Okay. And for the bronze, I like using my crown brush to bronze my skin and just give it a warm look. And I'm putting that right above the contour, a little bit on the cheeks and the sides of the cheeks. And I'm going to blend out the contour and warm up the rest of my face. Trying to get down my neck. Okay, so now that the bronzing and contouring is done, I'm going to be using my Shador blush. And I'm putting that right above the contour on the sides of my cheeks, not on the apples of my cheeks. If you have a narrow face, the apples of the cheeks would be nice to accentuate the center of your face. But if you have a more rounded face, I would suggest putting the blush like on the sides of your cheeks. Smiling helps to know where to put it. So yeah, I put it in an upward motion to give a lifted look. So that's what I like to do. Next, I'm going to use a little bit of my De-Slick setting makeup setting spray from Urban Decay to set my makeup so far, and then I'll do it at the end as well. It's almost done. This is just going to melt all the makeup into the skin, make it look a little lived in so it doesn't look so fresh. And continue doing the rest of the face now. So this is part of my project pan, so it's like a little tiny bit in there left, so it's almost done. That's a good thing. I'm trying to use up all my makeup before I buy more. Trying to be a little bit more conservative this year and more conscious of what I'm buying, what I'm spending. So my project pan is a very good thing for me to do. Next thing that I'm going to be doing is my eyeshadow. For my eyeshadow, I want to use my Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. This is what it looks like. It's one of my all-time favorite palettes. I want to go into this purple here for today's look. So I'm going to go ahead and start with a transition shade. And for the transition shade, you want a light shade. And I'm going to start with my M433 Morphe brush. This is my favorite brush to do a transition. And so I'm going to start with this shade right here. And I'm going to put that right in the middle, in the crease. And go in windshield wiper motions and bring that shadow upward into the brow bone. Okay. So I'm putting this in the crease to start and then blending it upward towards the brow bone. This is just going to be a base to work with. So you can deepen it up with other colors. Okay. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to do is use my vintage step 1 for the money brush. This is a vintage brush, and I'm going to be using this highlight to put a little bit more on the brow bone. And I'm just putting it at the highest point of my brow, right in the middle. And I'm putting this in the inner corner. The inner corner highlight just makes your eye look bigger and bolder, more awake. It just makes it look very beautiful. I don't like to skip this step, especially when I'm doing an event makeup. Always have like an inner corner highlight to brighten that part of the eye. It just makes it look bigger and brighter. So it's really important not to miss this step. Alright, so I'm going to deepen up the outer V. I need a nice brush for that. I'm going to be using the Small Tapered Blending E45. I'm going to use this. This is a really dark matte purple color, and it is called Soda Pop. It is purple, but it's a really dark, deep purple. So I'm going to use Soda Pop very lightly on the outer V. It's just on the lid, but just on the bottom part of the lid up until the crease color. And I'm making sure not to bring it down here. Make sure it's not down here, that you put all the, see this, in this motion right here. You see where your lower waterline is? You have to just go upward that way in the outer V, because that's where the eyeliner is going to go. In that motion, up there like that. Okay. The same thing on the other side. Okay. So now that I deepened that out, I'm going to go ahead and use another brush for the crease. I'm going to be using my M506. This is a very small, precise blending brush. And for that, I'm going to be using Roxanne. And I'm going to put Roxanne right in the crease. Roxanne is in the middle. And I'm putting that right in the middle of the eye, very lightly. You don't want to put too much, and just blend it in windshield wiper motions right on top of that purple. And the trick with this eye look is making sure that you blend out the shadow so that there's no harsh lines and everything looks blended together and diffused. No harsh lines. So I'm going over in windshield wiper motions on that red, making sure that it's right on top of the purple and it blends right into each other so there's no harsh lines or divide. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of Perk. This is Central Perk. Yeah, Central Perk is a really dark brown color. And I'm going to use a little bit of that right above the purple. Okay. Putting that right, the same place where I put the red shade on top of the purple, and bringing the excess into the crease. And this is just creating dimension and making that a little deeper and darker in the crease area. But you can still see the red on top, the crease color on top, and the purple on the bottom. Okay. Next. Okay, for the next step, I'm going to be using a little bit of Shape Tape. Maybe not. Okay. Maybe not. I'm not going to do. I'm going to use this. This is the Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. And this is the Ballet Baby. It's like a really beautiful glittery pink. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to use a little bit of my fan to dry it out a little bit. Keep looking down. All right. All right. So the next thing that I want to do is I'm going to take a packing brush. This is the Step 1 for the Money from Vintage. I'm using my color switch to make sure that there's no other powder on it. I'm going to use MAC Fix Plus to wet my brush. And I'm going back into my Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm using that beautiful purple. What is it called? Royalty. And I'm putting that royalty right on top of that really dark purple. Okay. This is a lot more brighter than this side. This one just looks like brown and dark and little, I don't know, powdery. This one has a shimmer, a sheen to it. It's a metallic color, and it's just brighter. So that is the effect that I was going for. So I'm going to use it on this side. Having a dark base just makes these type of colors pop a lot more. So that's why I started off with the dark purple and then put this on top. I'm gonna drag that purple down to my lower lash line. Not adding extra product, I'm just using the excess. Okay. It's really important to connect the lower lash line to the outer V. So now that I have that on, I'm going to use another brush, and I'm going to use a little bit of a pink shade. And for the pink shade, I'm going to be using, this is a Luxie 213T. It's one of these small type of brushes. I'm going to use a little bit of pink. I'm going to use, I don't know. Let me see what this looks like. Okay. I'll use this one. This one is called Little Lady. Put Little Lady right between the purple and the glitter. And do that again on this side. And I feel like adding a little bit more of a darker shade between those two colors. So I'm going to use this one. This is a cranberry shade. It's called Cran Apple. And I'm going to put that close to the purple and bring it closer to the glitter. Okay. All right, so I'm blending those two colors together so that it has a little bit of a transition from purple to a pinky color to the light shade on the inner, the first third of the lid. So there's a little bit of a transition. So a little bit of the purple went away on this side, so I'm going to add a little bit more of the purple on this side. Right here. Where's the brush that I use? Okay, so I'm going to use this one. Oops. Okay. All right. Nice. All right. Perfect. All right. That is the eye. Now I'm going to use a little bit of eyeliner. For my eyeliner, I'm going to be using my Tom Ford. This is Tom Ford really dark liner. I have a little bit of purple fallout, a little tiny bit here. So I'm going to use a brush to brush that off. Yes. Because I have loose setting powder, it just came off very, very fast. And didn't mess up my makeup. Very nice. Okay. I'm gonna get close so you can see it better. And okay, now I'm gonna do my eyeliner. Okay. One side down. Now let's try the other. All right. Okay, now. Okay, drop that. Next. I'm gonna get rid of any powder that I may have on the lower side too. Next is my lashes. I'm gonna use a little bit of That Girl Bang. I'm gonna put false lashes on, but first I like to put this on first and then do my false lashes. Alright, and I'll do my lower lashes after, but I want to use a little bit of a waterline color for today's look. I'm going to use my Unique Purposeful. It's a metallic purple, so it has a little bit of a sheen to it, a light effect when the light hits it, so it's really pretty. Okay, purple, purple, purple. Next. Next, I'm going to be doing the lashes. These are the double up lashes. This is what they look like. Double up Ardell lashes. They were like $5 on Ulta. So these are very affordable and they look beautiful. You'll see. Okay, so my favorite lash glue is the House of Lashes from Sephora. These are really nice. I never had a problem with them. Now, Kiss, on the other hand, from the drugstore, that lash glue gave me an infection. So you have to be careful what lash glue you use. Use a good one. You have to dry it for 30 seconds. All right. Okay. That is one. So the next one, I hope is as easy as that one because that was pretty easy. The trick about the lashes is that you want to make sure that the lash glue dries up a little bit so that it's sticky. So when you do place them, they stick to your eyes faster. Because if you go in and you put the glue on the lashes and you just put it on right away, it's still wet, so it's not going to adhere to your eye as well as it is when you let it dry for like 30 seconds. You see the difference between your makeup with lashes and without? I mean, it's a big difference. Big. Huge. It just looks so much better with lashes. So if you're going to an event, I would splurge on some lashes first before putting makeup on. Make sure you have some falsies that you can put on to give your look a little bit of an extra oomph. Okay. So now what I like to do is I take my, my Bad Girl Bang mascara and I put a little bit on the lower side of the lashes so that they can melt together. Okay. And then I'm putting some on my lower lashes. Mm-hmm. All right. So now that my lashes are done, what I like to do is make sure that I have some highlight, because if you're going to an event, you want a little bit of highlight. So I'm going to use my Bronze and Brighten. This is a pure product that I received in my BoxyCharm, and for events, I really like using this for highlight. So what I do is I'm using my Wayne Goss number 10 brush, and right on the highest points of my cheeks, I want to put a little bit of that highlight. It gives a really beautiful sheen. And it's like a little C that you want to do right there. Yeah. And then a little bit on the center of the nose, but I want to do a very precise highlight on my nose, so I'm going to wait. Okay. A little bit on my chin. I'm going to keep this bow. So for the nose, I'm going to use a small brush. I'm going to use a small tapered brush like this. This is the Luxie 227T, and I'm just going to put it in the center. Okay. And bring it down. Yes, girl. I'm Instagram ready. Okay, so I do like to put a little bit of that highlight on my cheeks. Yes. All right. So I'm glowing now for lipstick. For lipstick, I like, I don't know what to do actually. I do have this beautiful purple from my Lippy Sticks. Let's see. Um, okay. I'm gonna use my Lippy Stick. No, wait. I'm pretty sure I have another purple. Hold on. All right. You know what? This is what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use this. This is a Sigma pink power liner. I'm gonna line my lips with this first. Mm-hmm. And now I'm gonna use this. This is my Lippy Stick in LBB. Alright, I don't really like that, but okay. Let me see if I can fix it with a little bit of concealer. Alright, that's it. So, it's gonna be messy. Alright, so that's it. Now a little bit of setting spray. For setting spray. Let's see. This is almost finished, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, so that is it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.